भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। भूतैर्महद्भिर्यैमा पुरो विभु निर्मायशेते यदमुषु पुरुषा ते गुणान् षोडश षोडशात्मक सोऽलङ्कृशिष्ट भगवान् वचांसि मे। श्री कृष्ण शरणं शरणागतं कथामृतं सरतपीबतं भक्ति वेदांत मार्ग पंथनं सर्वलोक ऋषिदेव जन्न प्रसन्नं सर्वलोक ऋषिदेव जन्न प्रसन्नं। हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा भाई।
Hare Krishna. Morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning Srimad Bhagavatam session on Damodar Lila pastime. So yesterday we're looking at verse number 7. Translation of this again. If everyone can have their mics on mute, that will be good.
પ્રભુ તમે પણ મ્યુટ કરી શકશો. તમે as a host you can just go and mute all participants માં જઈને.
Okay, how do I mute everyone?
Yeah, bro, mute everyone. You can mute everyone.
Okay, how do I do that?
It's host હશે ને, he can do, who is hosting.
Okay, Damadagni Prabhu, I've made you a host, I think. So if you can mute everyone else as well, that'd be good. Hare Krishna. So yesterday we were looking at verse number 7 from 9th chapter. Translation of that verse again. Mother Yashoda, after taking down the hot milk from the oven, returned to the shining spot, and when she saw that the container of yogurt was broken and Krishna was not present, she concluded that breaking of the pot was work of Krishna. So Krishna very cleverly, escaped the crime scene, so to speak, and he realized what he had done, and mother would be coming after him to reprimand and punish him. So it is mentioned what happens next in the next verse. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ulukalanga Greyapari Vyavastitam Markaya Kamam Dadatam Sichistitam Hayyangavam Chaurya Visham Kitekshanam Nirikshya Paschat Sutam Agamachanai. Translation: Krishna at that time was sitting on an upside down wooden mortar for grinding spices and was distributing milk preparations such as yogurt and butter to the monkeys as he liked. Because of having stolen, he was looking all around with great anxiety, suspecting that he might be chastised by his mother. Mother Yashoda, upon seeing him, very cautiously approached him from behind. Would anyone like to read the paper? You can unmute yourself and read the paper.
I'll read, Prabhu.
Thank you, Coach.
Mother Yashoda was able to trace Krishna by following his butter-smeared footprints. She saw that Krishna was stealing butter, and thus she smiled. Meanwhile, the crows also entered the room and came out in fear. Thus, Mother Yashoda found Krishna stealing butter and very anxiously looking here and there.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, Ulu Kala Angrehe, of the mortar in which spices were ground and which was kept upside down. Upari, on top, Vyavasthitam, Krishna was sitting. So Krishna got on the top of the wooden grinding mortar and he was sitting on it. And Markaya, so by this time, that storeroom had many windows and those windows were open. And the monkeys, they started coming. Kamam, according to his satisfaction, Dadatam, delivering shares, Sichisitam, situated in the butter pot hanging on the swing. So from the ceilings on the swing, the butter pots were hanging. And Krishna got on the wooden grinding mortar and he was taking all butter from those butter pots and he was eating himself. But not only he was eating himself, but he was also feeding the monkeys. Now the acharyas give very nice commentary on these points that Krishna is the emblem of gratitude. Now, in the past incarnation as Lord Ram, the armies of monkeys assisted Krishna as his incarnation as Lord Ram in defeating Ravana. And they assisted him in finding Mother Sita. And in that past time, it is said that Lord Ram actually felt that he did not reciprocate enough to repay the debt that the assistance and the service that the monkeys provided. However, in this past time, we see that the celebrated monkeys of Vrindavan, they are Krishna's friends. Monkeys are very fickle by nature, and they can actually be no one's friend, as people may have experienced. But Krishna is so gracious. This is one of the qualities mentioned in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu. If we do any little service for Krishna, Krishna remembers for eternity that this person has rendered this service to me. And actually, Hanuman glorifies this quality of Lord Ram, that we don't possess any good qualities. We don't speak pleasingly. We don't have nice bodily features. We are running here and there. And on top of that, we cause also havoc. However, Chakara Sakye Bata Lakshmana Grajaha, but O elder brother of Lakshmana, O Lord Ram, you actually accepted us as your friends. And here we see that Krishna is not only eating himself, but he is also feeding the monkeys as a reward for the service they have rendered. The Yangavam, the butter and other milk preparations, Chaurya Vishangita, because of stealing. So nice word here is mentioned, Chaurya. So Krishna is that transcendental thief. Butter actually is, Acharya's comment, is nirmalam. Nirmalam means it's very soft. Another meaning of nirmalam is that it is without any contamination. It is without any impurities. So Krishna is always after stealing the minds of devotees who are nirmala. In that famous prayer that Bilvamangal Thakur writes, Braje Prasiddham Navanita Chauram. That Krishna is Prasiddha, famous for stealing butter in the land of Vraja. And actually, the butter is a representation of the pure minds of gopis, and Krishna wants to steal such minds. So similarly, if we want our mind to be stolen by Krishna, minds, otherwise material mind, it is described, is compared to monkeys. The monkeys are sorry, just a moment. There's some feedback happening. I'll have to resolve this. I think Purna Kushal, you don't, you have to remove yourself from being in the speaker. You can use the headphones because we are hearing feedback here. Hare Krishna. So, so where were we? Yes, monkeys. So our minds are like monkeys. It is said, Markatasya Surapanam, the monkey which is drunk. Tad Madhye Vrishika Damshanam. And that monkey which is drunk, on top of that, it is beaten by a scorpion. And then on top of that, Tad Bhuta Nisharo, it is possessed by a ghost. Yadva Tadva Kim Bhavishyati. What will such a monkey do? So a monkey which is drunk and then possessed by, then beaten by a scorpion and then possessed by a ghost. What will such a monkey not do? So our minds are like that, just running here and there. Even when we want to chant, when we want to read scriptures, our minds are just not there. However, Krishna is expert in stealing the minds. And if we sincerely pray to Krishna like this, that, oh Krishna, my mind is not within my control, you please steal this mind. And the best way we can submit ourselves is by chanting the mantra. Mantra means that which controls the mind. And the greatest mantra for deliverance is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And when we chant with this prayer that Krishna, you please take care of my mind, then Krishna will surely does, because he is after stealing this mind, Chaura Vishankita, because of stealing. But in this case, here we see in this pastime, he is anxiously looking hither and thither. Prabhupada nicely translates hither and thither. So Krishna is always looking hither and thither, just waiting for us to look towards him, for us to submit to him. Ekshanam, whose eyes, Nirikshaya, is seeing these activities. So Krishna's eyes are always looking hither and thither. It is described in Nectar of Devotions that Krishna's eyes are restless. Always he's looking here and there, here and there, here and there. But he's looking how I can reclaim my devotees. But in this instance, he is looking for Mother Yashoda. Why? Because he's done some mischievous activity, and now he is afraid. Pashyat, from behind Sutam Hasang, Agamat, she reached Shanai, very slowly and cautiously. So surely enough, although Krishna was looking hither and thither, just waiting for Mother Yashoda to come, because he knew she will surely come. And sure enough, Mother Yashoda, upon seeing him, very cautiously approached him from behind. Text number 9. Tam artayashtim prashamiksha satvaras Tato varu yapasasara bhitavad Gopyan vadhavan nayamapayoginam shamam pravishtum tapaseritam manaha. Translation. When Lord Sri Krishna saw his mother, stick in hand, he very quickly got down from the top of the mortar and began to flee as if very much afraid. All the yogis tried to capture him as Paramatma by meditation, desiring to enter into the effulgence of the Lord with great austerity and penance. They failed to reach him. But Mother Yashoda, thinking that the same personality of Godhead, Krishna, to be her son, began following Krishna to catch him. Would anyone like to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I can read.
Thank you, Mataji.
Purport: Yogis, mystics want to catch Krishna as Paramatma, and with great austerities and penances they try to approach him. Yet they can't. Here we see, however, that Krishna is going to be caught by Yashoda and is running away in fear. This illustrates the difference between the Bhakta and the Yogi. Yogis cannot reach Krishna, but for pure devotees like Mother Yashoda, Krishna is already caught. Krishna was even afraid of Mother Yashoda's stick. This was mentioned by Queen Kunti in her prayers. Bhaya bhavnaya sthitasya. 1.8.31. Krishna is afraid of Mother Yashoda and yogis are afraid of Krishna. Yogis try to reach Krishna by Gyan Yoga and other yogas, but fail. Yet although Mother Yashoda was a woman, Krishna was afraid of her, as clearly described in this verse. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Master. So, Tam Attayashtim. So Tam onto Mother Yashoda, Attayashtim, carrying in her hand a stick. So Mother Yashoda decided to punish Krishna. So she was carrying Yashtim. Yashtim means a stick used to punish. Prasamekshaya, Krishna, seeing her in that attitude, Satvaraha, very quickly, Tataha, from there, Avaruhaya, getting down, Apasasara, began to flee. So Krishna quickly jumped down from the wooden grinding mortar and he started to run. Bhitavat, as if very much afraid. So Krishna here is expressing fear, seeing Mother Yashoda and the stick in his hand. And in the purport, very nicely, Prabhupada mentions that actually everyone is fearful of Krishna. And even fear personified is fearful of Krishna. But Krishna here is fearful of the stick which he sees in the hand of Mother Yashoda. He is fearful of Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda, Anvadhavat, began to follow him. Na, not Yam, onto whom Apa failed to reach. Yoginam, of great yogis, mystics, Shamam, who could reach him. Praveshtum, trying to enter into the Brahman effulgence or Paramatma, Tapasa, with great austerities and penances. Iritam, trying for that purpose, Manaha, by meditation. So Shukdev Goswami here mentions that those yogis who are esteemed in meditation and in great austerity and penances, they actually try to catch Krishna, capture Krishna in their minds. Very nicely, one of the prayers, it is mentioned in Bhagavatam, Yam Brahma Varunindra Rudra Maruta Stunvanti Divyaistavai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samaga. Dhyanavastita tadgatena manasam pashyanti yam yogino yasyantam na viduh sura suraganam devaya tasmai namaha. That who is Krishna? Firstly, Krishna is that personality whom Lord Brahma, Rudra, Lord Shiva, Varuna, and all other demigods, including Indra, they worship him. And not only that, he is worshipped by the chanting of transcendental hymns and recitation of Vedas with all their qualities, padakramas, and Upanishads. Shankar Prabhu, you are. Can you mute yourself? Thank you. And dhyana vatstita tat gatena manasa pashyanti yam yogino. And dhyana vastita, the yogis, they try to meditate on Krishna. However, yasyantam, they cannot capture him in their minds still. And that very same Krishna, now Mother Yashoda will be running after him. And Srila Prabhupada very nicely in the purport says that only Krishna can be caught by devotees. Devotees, why? Because they entirely rely on Krishna. They don't know anyone else apart from Krishna. Krishna himself mentions in Bhagavatam, Sadhavo Hridayam Mayam. I am in the core of the hearts of my devotees. And Sadhunam Hridayam Tuham. And the pure devotees are always within the core of my heart. So in this pastime, we see that Krishna wants the attention of Mother Yashoda. And we see that Mother Yashoda, for sake of Krishna, is willing to do anything and everything. So Krishna is after devotees, and Mother Yashoda is after Krishna. Krishna is after Mother Yashoda. Mad anyate na jananti. Krishna says, my devotees don't know anything else apart from me. And naham tebhyo managapi. And I also don't know of anything else apart my devotee. So we see in this pastime that Krishna's quality, that he is the supreme personality of Godhead, that he is to be cognizant of this fact that no, how can an ordinary woman, that to a village woman, punish Krishna? How can the Lord, of whom fear is fearful, be fearful of an ordinary woman of Vrindavan? However, she is not an ordinary woman. She is fully surrendered to serve the Supreme Lord as a child. She even forgets that he is Supreme Lord. She only realizes that Krishna is her child and she has to protect him. Krishna is Ashraya of everyone, but for Mother Yashoda, she is Ashraya of Krishna. Krishna is dependent on her for everything. This is the mood of Mother Yashoda. And similarly, Krishna also is reciprocal to that mood, that he forgets that he is Supreme Lord. He considers himself the subject of Mother Yashoda's love. And in this way, so a magnificent, a very nectarious pastime is about to happen. And Krishna is captured in Mother Yashoda's heart already. Now externally, Mother Yashoda will be trying to capture him. Very nicely, one of the greatest devotees of the Lord, Bilvamangal Thakur, he was blind and he used to glorify Krishna. And his glorification of Krishna was so nice that Krishna himself used to come and sit down and try to listen. So if we also do our devotional service very nicely, then it is Krishna actually who would want to be with us. Wouldn't that be nice, Prabhus and Matajis? Just meditate on this point that if we give our heart to Krishna, we have only one heart. It's very precious. Why to give to any mortal beings? If we give our hearts to Krishna and try to do everything for satisfaction of Krishna, then Krishna can never leave the core of the heart. So Bilva Mangal Thakur, when he used to sing the glories of Krishna, Krishna used to come and sit beside him. Of course, Bilva Mangal Thakur was blind, so he could not see, but he could perceive nonetheless. So one day he thought that he'll just grab Krishna, and he tried to get hold of Krishna's hand, and he caught Krishna's hand. However, Krishna, being the notorious he is, he just shook off his hand and Krishna just ran away. So Bilva Mangal Thakur then said, Hastam akshipya yatosi balat Krishna kim adbhutam. Oh Krishna, what is so wonderful about you that you just shove off my hand and run away? Hridayat api niryasi paurusha ganayam te. If you leave my heart, then I will regard you as a true man, a true Purusha. Then I'll regard you as strong. So Krishna can never leave a devotee's heart. Of course, Krishna is in everyone's heart, but in a devotee's heart, Krishna is fully manifest, fully always reciprocating with the devotee's love, devotion, and sentiment. And so all other processes of devotional service, ultimately, it has to be tainted with the mallows of bhakti, love for Krishna. If it is not, then Krishna can never be captured. And this is the main purport of this verse. The time is almost up. So we'll look at the following verses in the next classes. So thank you so much, Prabhus and Matajis, for joining this morning's session. Have a wonderful Krishna conscious day, and Krishna willing, we'll again see you to meditate on this nice pastime. May your day be filled with Krishna's names and meditation of his pastimes. Hare Krishna, Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.